Hey there. Hello and welcome to Monday. We finished an unfinished Swan today. I almost said Edith Finch, but that's coming next. We didn't do that one today.
We have not yet played Edith Finch.
And so we're celebrating with s'mores is what Stephen said we're doing.
It's a tradition now.
When?
It's a what? I've done it
I
like
forgot
twice. I've done it. Yeah. Well, it would be hot to touch without the graham crackers. Yeah, we're doing s'mores, and the great thing is Mal can join in the s'mortem. The s'mortem, because
I played with you?
you played the game too. We've done this twice before. I did this with Assassin's Creed 3, and I recently did it with Bioshock 2. Now we're doing it with the Unfinished Swan. So let's eat s'mores and talk about the Unfinished Swan. This is going to be a little different because in the case of Assassin's Creed 3 and Bioshock 2, I just recorded like the first little bit of the game. Unfinished Swan is a short game, so we recorded the entire thing. But we're not going to spoil anything. This is going to be a completely spoiler-free review, first impressions. It's hard to call it first impressions because we played the entire game, but you know what I mean. So first things first. What was your gut reaction to the game as a whole?
I really liked it. It was unique.
It was unique is a good word for it. They really go in some interesting directions. They try some interesting things, and it's an indie game. This Unfinished Swan was the first game by Giant Sparrow, and their second game was What Remains of Edith Finch. The reason we did Unfinished Swan to begin with, LP starts next week, by the way. The reason we covered this game to begin with is because I loved Edith Finch so much during the first 20 that I really wanted to play the entire thing. So I decided if we're going to do the second game, might as well do the first game. That's why we did Unfinished Swan. You, however, did not get to play Unfinished Swan because you're a cat. You did, however, do this during the recording. So if you have sensitive ears, maybe you can listen out for saying on some of it. It was fun. It was unique. It also caused Mao a great deal of motion sickness, unfortunately.
To the point of, I'm still kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about having a s'more, but
You'll be fine. Yeah, so this won't be a spoiler because this is literally the first episode. How this works is that there's nothing. You are dropped into an area that is completely white. Everything is white, and there's no light whatsoever, so there's no sense of where you are, and you literally paint the level, and it's really, really cool. But Mao had a really hard time with that. It played with her head, and after the first episode, we actually had to take a long break for Mao to recover. And fortunately, the rest of the game is not like that. It changes styles throughout. But that first episode was extremely hard for Mao. In fact, we went online and we looked up to see if other people were having problems with motion sickness, and it's pretty common for that game. A lot of threads from 2012 when the game came out of people saying, "Hey, I played through the first little bit. I feel super sick. Please tell me it changes." And other people being like, "It does get better. Try to push through it or play it in small bursts." So that sort of was unfortunate. And I'm really hoping that I don't make viewers sick, which could happen, because
it could happen.
You got sick.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good chance other people might get sick too, and I don't want that to happen. But just know that episode 2 forward, it is a little bit easier to stomach. I didn't have any personal problems with it, but it's a console game. The FOV is super narrow.
We were also sitting real close.
Yeah, we were sitting a little close to the television also because I was trying to simultaneously charge a PS4 controller, so that didn't help. But it was it's good, and the story's a little out there. The art style is super cool, but not traditional. And I think people that are into those styles of games that are like a little weird will enjoy it. But if you're expecting, do Mario or do Zelda or Pokemon, like, it's not that. It's very not that. It's anti that. So if that's a style of thing that you enjoy, then you have to wait a little bit longer for a Let's Play like that. But Unfinished Swan was it was good. It was really good. I urge everyone to at least give the first episode a shot. And if it makes you a little sick, then just either try to enjoy it in short bursts or at least try and work on the second episode, because it does get better
Is this
the
toast
longer
good
it
enough
goes
for
on.
you?
Huh?
Is this good enough or more?
That's good enough, in my opinion. The other thing is, and I can say this because we've played the entire game, it has the coolest credits sequence I think I've ever experienced. Like, it's really good. In fact, if you end up watching the first episode or two of the LP and you're like, this game really isn't my thing, come back for the end. Come back for the finale. Come back for episode 6, because it's really cool. It's really, really cool. In fact, just the entire end sequence of the game is really, really neat, and I really, really enjoyed it, so I would heavily, heavily recommend it. How's
Here's
this
done.
going? Oh, okay.
Here's this done one.
It's hot over here. It's
I know,
almost like
the burner is
it's almost
on.
like the oven is on or something. It's weird. Anyway, overall, you enjoyed Unfinished Swan.
I did very much.
Good. Are you excited for Edith Finch?
Yeah, I don't know what to expect though, so.
It's not the same, and it's cool. I mean, it's a walking simulator, so it's, it has that going for it, which I know in and of itself is a turn off for some people. They're just not into that, and I understand. But yeah, I liked the first 20, and I think you're really gonna like the full LP. As a reminder, again, Unfinished Swan starts next week. We haven't recorded Edith Finch yet. That's not going to come until we're done with this current Let's Play, so we probably won't record Edith Finch for another 2 weeks or so. Excited?
Yeah.
Cheers. We did chip cheers the other day. I think we can do s'mores cheers. Anyway. Oh god. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Unfinished Swan starts next week. And let's be back tomorrow, shall we?